Today's video is brought to you by TV.com. That is spelled with 2 E's and 3 E's, TEEVEE.com. Check out my channel over there through the link in the box for some exclusive video content. How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about 2020 Democratic presidential hopeful Beto O'Rourke doubling and tripling down on this whole gun confiscation stance. Now, there's a whole lot to quote unquote unpack here, as the cool kids would say, but first, let's get into this clip that has pretty much gone viral. It's all over the internets, not quite all over the media, but has gotten a lot of attention over the past 24 to 48. After we get done watching that, I'll talk about what he said, give you my analysis, my 2 cents, and then I'll wrap it on up with a nice bow on top. So without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
You expect mass shooters to follow the law?
Our fellow Americans will follow the law, yes.
Congressman, mass shooters don't follow, by definition. The mass shooters in Parkland, in El Paso, I could go on for 10 minutes. They don't follow the law, by definition.
There are so many instances where the proposals that we've made, whether it is a universal background check or a red flag law or ending the sale of weapons of war or buying those that are out there back, would have stopped many of the shootings that we see in a country that loses 40,000 people a year to gun violence. Would it stop every single shooting? No. But that should be no excuse for not taking action now while we have the opportunity to do the right thing.
Yeah.
And we also shouldn't be limited by the politics or the conventional political wisdom or the polling or the consultant class or the NRA on finally taking decisive action.
Understood. And I think that what Mayor Buttigieg was saying, it's obviously think high, aim, shoot for something aspirational, but it doesn't make sense that people are going to hand over their assault weapons. If they're mass shooters, if they want to do harm to people, they're not going to follow the law. If somebody doesn't voluntarily hand over their assault weapon, you're going to go to their house, and then what?
If we pass this law, then I expect our fellow Americans to follow the law. And this is not speculation. We've seen other countries do this, like Australia, that have seen a significant decrease in law.
Law-abiding people follow the law, but our problem is with mass shooters who don't.
Okay, so you saw that, you heard that. Now, that whole thing was crazy. To get to the elephant in the room, in my humble opinion, it was crazy to see CNN fight back against what he was saying about gun confiscation. I was surprised. I would think that CNN would be in the bag for what he's talking about because, of course, we all know that CNN, and it's been proven at this particular point by James O'Keefe from Project Veritas, shout out to them, it's been proven that CNN sucks. They hate the right. They're all in the back for the left. They're going to treat any liberal Democrat with kid gloves, softball questions, and they're going to basically open up a can of whoop hind parts on a person on the right. They'll throw you under the bus. They'll do all that kind of stuff. But in this particular case, that didn't really happen. Is it because they got exposed recently by Project Veritas and they don't want to appear to be obviously biased? If the lady did not ask him, hey, how are you going to take guns from those that don't follow the law? If she didn't ask that, people that understand what's going on and have an open mind and just can see things for what it is will be like, okay, CNN, they're being biased. Project Veritas is correct, which they can't be wrong because it's not like they had actors doing the undercover videos. These are real people that work at CNN talking candidly, but I digress. My point is that maybe they did this to try and do a little damage control, or maybe, just maybe, the host there just had to point out the fact that you're not going to be able to, quote unquote, buy back weapons from those that want to go and kill a bunch of people. Okay, murder is already illegal and they don't care about that. So what is your gun confiscation law going to do, to them? They're not going to give up their weapon. Okay, so I don't understand how he thinks he's going to be able to go door to door and just say, hey, you mind handing a gun over? A lot of people in this country are not going to give their guns up. And the reason why they're not going to give it up, well, one of the main reasons is because in the Constitution, it says your gun is to protect you against a tyrannical government. Now, according to me, and maybe I'm wrong, if I am, let me know in the comments below, but a tyrannical government would be the exact kind of government that Beto O'Rourke is proposing, that one that would go to your house and demand that you hand over your gun. Okay, a buyback program, that's very misleading. If he wants to have a buyback, then why would you need the police to go, quote unquote, visit somebody if they don't want to sell the government their guns? It was crazy. I saw him on television talking about this in a different interview, and he said, oh, if they don't want to give up their guns, we'll have the police come, quote unquote, visit them and make them sell us their guns. How does it make any sense? If the police are coming and they're taking the gun from you by force, obviously there's got to be some kind of law that's broken. So I've never seen where you break a law as a citizen and you get paid to break the law. So the whole gun buyback thing is just, it's really kind of a smokescreen. And quite frankly, my freedom, my sovereignty as an individual is priceless. You're not going to be able to take that from me. And like I said, we have the rights in the Constitution that says we can have these guns. So you're not going to be able to get her done. You know, it was funny when Beto before was talking about, he went all over Texas and people were telling them they don't need the AR-15. You can come take it, whatever. And people were saying, maybe they're telling you come and take it, as in, come on and try. Come on and try to take it, and we'll just see what happens. There's no threat, nothing like that. But, hey, come on and take it if you want it. Now, understand that I have the law on my side, you know, Second Amendment on my side. So that might not be something that you really want to do. So, hey, just come on and take it. That's pretty much been the battle cry I've seen all over the internet. That's pretty much the way it's going to be. But to get back to the CNN interview right quick, I mean, that was totally nonsensical. How are you going to say that a person who does not follow the law, a criminal, a lawbreaker, a miscreant, a murderer, why would they follow a law like that for you to take their weapon of destruction away from them? I just don't get it. And then how are you even going to follow this? Like, how are you going to track all the weapons that are out there? There are plenty of guns that you don't know people have. I think the idea of the quote unquote National Gun Registry is to be able to track where the guns are. So when they do a confiscation, or when they attempt to do one, they will know where the guns are at. That's still not going to account for a lot of the guns that you don't know about. People that, you know, buy the guns on the street, they get them from a family member or a friend. You don't know where these guns are. And people are not going to give them up, not just because they got to go hunting and fishing or whatever, but because they need to protect themselves and their nation against all threats, foreign and domestic. The criminals that are out there, the career criminals, they will not give up their gun. All you're going to do is just leave regular individuals, regular normies, in a state where they cannot defend themselves. Not everyone has Secret Service agents, personal bodyguards. When they go to a particular place to speak, you got armed security. Not everybody has that. We're going to Walmart, doctor's office, school, church. We pretty much just are defenseless. This is why these mass shootings happen. It happen in areas where there's pretty vulnerable. Okay. Now, some would say, oh, an AR-15 is dangerous. You don't need it. Like Sheila Jackson Lee talking about an AR-15 weighs as much as 10 boxes you move. I'm not really sure how much that weighs each, but I digress. Also, that it has 50 caliber bullets. 50 cal's like like that big for a bullet. You know, like I'm talking about humongous. Like this is a GoPro selfie right here. You're talking about something that's like almost this big, right? Humongous. Versus a 223 or 5.56 is like, you know, less than half the size. Okay, people like that may think that the AR-15 is some kind of just super dangerous weapon and it shouldn't be out there. But the reality is that a long rifle like that with the tactical stuff on it makes it easier for me to acquire multiple targets when my life is in danger or when I'm out there on the hunt. It's very simple. Okay, if I got 5 guys that run at my house, all of them have guns, rifles, shotguns, I need the weapon that is most efficient for that particular situation. It's as simple as that. Some would say, oh, you don't really need it. How do you know what I need? As long as it's legal, that's going to be what it is. And many of us, patriots, people that support the Second Amendment, are fighting to make our rights be solidified and not have them taken away. Beto will say, we're going to take your AR-15. Then it's going to be any semi-automatic weapon, which includes regular handguns, Then it's going to be what you have in London, which is a knife ban or a knife, quote unquote, buyback. So you can't even cut steak and eat that in peace anymore without having the government interfere and taking away the knife. It's absurd, but I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what do you think? Do you think Beto O'Rourke will be successful with his gun buyback program? If that's your viewpoint, let me know why in the comments below. Or will it not be successful? How do you think it's going to play out when he has the police, quote unquote, come to visit people that have their arms? You got Vietnam veterans, Iraq war veterans, regular everyday people, people that just aren't really going to go for it. How is that whole thing going to play out? I think you will put people, just regular everyday civilians' lives in danger. You'll put the military's life in danger. You'll put police life in danger for no reason. Okay, most people are responsible gun owners. It's only a fraction of those that are irresponsible, and many of them are criminals, and they get their guns illegally. They don't even go about it through the legal way. So you're trying to pass laws on the people that don't follow laws to begin with. It does not make sense. But whatever your comments are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.